Good morning. It's Saturday, the 3rd of May. And I'm here in our garden. I still need to do something with this skate I found off Facebook Marketplace. But it's really heavy. So I need some really strong, secure posts. Once upon a time, there must have been a gate here, because they've got the hooks to hang it from, but they're too big for the size of the holes on this gate here. Can you see and make out? Look, dandelion clocks. Our entire garden feels like it's covered in them. I don't think it's as bad today. But there was like, oh, you can see like a white haze. So here, we've got an acer in this pot. I think I need to take it out and plant it in the garden. And then use the pot, because it matches this one down here, and put it at the other side of the table and chairs. I think it needs a good clean first though. So, the Aquilegia looks so beautiful. We've got a little Montana clematis growing up this little frame here. But this one I planted, I can't remember which one, and it's not really flowered yet. There's quite a few buds, so it'll be nice to see. The blossom on our apple tree has been really beautiful. And the pinks. The pinks coming up our path. They're so much vibrant than it's showing in this camera. They really are a lovely deep pink. Primula candelabra. I can't remember this variety, but it's one we got at Dalesford last year, and I'm so pleased that it's come back. Oh, a hint of flowers on the foxglove. So last night I was weeding here, trying to get out all the ground elder and the bindweed. And then that one, I can't remember the name of it. Can you see the leaves there? There's still some leaves there, and the flowers look a bit like a buttercup, bright yellow. But yesterday I got this hydrangea from Marks and Spencer's, and it's just so lovely to see at the top of this path. So this is the terrace in progress. You can see the daffodils are ending and the leaves are going on the alliums, but the alliums are blooming. I love these pansies, such pretty colours. There's my auricula blooming. Vigila is about to burst. Look. Planted up this pot last weekend with foxglove, geranium, lavender, a rose. It's quite random. I love candelabra primulas, and I got this one years ago, and thankfully it's taken. I've divided it and it looks like it could be divided again. It's also seeded it, and the camera doesn't do it justice, but it's the most beautiful colour, called apple blossom. So here on this corner, I planted a few more little bits. Again, this is from Newlands in Chatburn, and just bought it as a shrub. Cut off the lower stems, and hopefully we can make that into a nice little standard ball top. Some veronica next to it. A seedling of verbena there that I've been digging out of the gravel. Eryngium. You can see a few weeds creeping along, but hopefully it will all come together and create a nice garden. I don't know whether to go up the hill, but with the morning dew it could be quite wet. Let's have a look. You can see here the ground elder and the bindweed, and here is a little pear tree. Look at this little flower. It's lilac. I don't know if it's picking it up, but it's so delicate and beautiful. I can't remember the name. When I was a child, I had the Spotter's Guide to Wildflowers and to birds. I used to know all the names, but alas, I can't remember. Now then, let's see. How's it looking over here? the sun just rising. This self-seeded. We need to dig this up soon and move it somewhere where it doesn't matter if it grows too big, but not there. It'll take a lot of light when it grows. And the same for this one here. Unless we use it as hedging. You can see my battle here with the weeds. There's so much to do. Look, a little bit more blossom. Another apple tree. And again, some more blossom. And the crab apple starts off a lovely deep pink. Downhill. Oh, look, the lilac, and it's covered. They're covered in, because they're full of morning dew, all the dandelion clock seeds are just sticking to them. So maybe that. Laburnum trails. I love laburnum. It's lovely to have an arch full of laburnum. So a little bit of cardboard there. It comes in handy, that cardboard, for when I'm weeding in this corner. Which I did do some of that last weekend. But I've still got this section of weeds here behind the lupins. There's so much weeding to do. Here we have another clematis. I really need to name these things because I can't remember which one I planted there. It could be a type of Montana again, but not the original Montana. The rose over the arch is coming along. And then in the front garden, the Queen of Sweden. And then this is another old English rose, a small one. They're both, the one on the arch and this one here, they're both single flowers, single petals. Persicaria that the deer haven't eaten yet. Probably waiting for them all to come into bloom and then they'll come back and woof. So to say it's the 3rd of May And we've got different types of alliums and in flower. And the lilac. You make out the lilac flowers. We give this a real severe cutting back last year, so there's not many flowers on it. But finally, and we are so much behind than everywhere else at the moment, the wisteria is beginning to leaf. No flowers, but I don't expect flowers because it's very new. We only got it last year. Now this section I need to work on. Ground elder has taken over, and here I think I've got a delphinium that you can barely see for it. Thankfully the echinops seems to be doing okay. I've got a veronica there, but again the ground elder is just encroaching and I need to get in before it completely engulfs. This section hasn't had a lot of work this year because I've been dealing with everywhere else. It is predominantly just me who does the gardening. My husband will help, but he isn't a gardener. Look, a few flowers on the hawthorn. But yeah, I need to work around here. Just so much to do. So I'm hoping that this hawthorn I'm trying to train into an arch. And I have actually up there at the top got a clematis montana growing through it, but the flowers are all facing the other side. So here's that pot I showed you right at the beginning, and I want the other one to go at the other side. So I'll just finish this little seating area. We've got lots of buds, the flowers to come at the top. This is a bed I need to kind of rethink. When we first moved in and we had lots of, well, within the first couple of years we had lots of geranium seedlings, and wow, have they grown, and they've just killed off everything else that was in this, as well as everything at the back, as along with ground elder. I've got some of those drumstick alliums there. I need to move those quickly, or they're not going to do anything. Same with this astilbe, and that's a lovely white veronica there, and I did have a solidago, but that's been killed off. I don't know whether it's worth digging everything out and starting new there. Maybe put back or leave the veronica and it still do. What I really need to do is take out some of these geraniums because they're just overpowering. I mean, you could just call this geranium what, because it's just grown from one to another. Just one long. And then the ground elder, you can see it's taking over around the hydrangea there. I guess now it's safe enough to take off these heads. Some phylacterum there. I love phylacterum, it's beautiful, isn't it? Like a lilac gypsophilia. This echinops recovered well from when that was last eaten. Beautiful. sun is just rising now, isn't it? This is another section that I need to work on. I do like the forget-me-nots though. I need to watch one of the plants that I've been potting up. Lots of verbena from our gravel paths. Look, you can see how this beach covered in dandelion clocks. So, excuse the stand for the parasol, but as you can see, we're tempting fate, and I've planted out the summer bedding. So I'm having to watch the forecast day by day, having the fleece ready to run out, but hopefully there won't be any more frost now. Touch wood, fingers crossed. And they'll all bloom. So for anybody who loved the basket planters that I got from Home Bargains, I was in Home Bargains yesterday and they're back in stock. Isn't that beautiful? I don't like deep yellow flowers, but these pale pansies, this pale primrose, I just think they're beautiful. And I also nipped through B&M Bargains yesterday, and they had these lovely outdoor mirrors, and I just thought one would be nice to hang here. We've got a pallet stood up here just for a bit of background, and I just thought if I could hang a mirror off that, I just think it'd look really sweet. It's like a cottage window, and well, Robert's not keen on the idea, but he'll come round. Little stranty seedlings have taken up there. You can see here the alliums all about to flower. I just want to come around here so that you can see. It's nice when we've got the cushions on. But hopefully you can see the tub all planted up. I'm hoping for some really lovely roses because this is the best it's ever looked. Oh look, all the blackbirds are busy. So I've been planting up more. Oh, hello little blackbird. Oh dear, come on, be careful. So I'm still working my way through sorting through this lot and potting them on so that we can clear this section and start again. I don't know whether it's going to put it all as a silhouette because the sun. Look at that sky. Is it all darkness for you now? Look at that. silhouette of our pussy willow. There we go. Ooh, look at the aqualegia. Again, everything is covered in a white mist of dandelion clocks. Can you imagine if all these take, all these seeds? Obviously, for those who are new, I have this wire up to stop the deer jumping in this bed. And it's working so far. They've not entered. And my David Austin roses are going to bloom. I've already got heads. I can see heads on that one. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wow. Oh, just wait and see when all these roses are in bloom. In these trees, we've got lots of wood pigeons. This is my beech seedlings I've potted on. Not sure if this one's actually going to come back or if it's just, oh yes, look, it's just behind. See, it's a little bit of green. But this is to continue the hedge that we have at the front, bringing it round. So now you can see, I really should have moved this parasol stand. Oh, ugly. But this, last weekend it was so hot, we needed the shade. So these two, with the standard Portugal florals, again that I did from little shrubs, just cutting off the lower branches. So that I like how these are at the entrance for this path that go up into the south garden, where we just came down from. You can just see the terrace there, the acer behind it. And can you see the pink hydrangea that I potted last night, or that I planted? There's such a lot to do. And, well, a dahlia. And there's another. I have lost 3 of them though, unfortunately. There's my working area. And let me just move this. And then you can see my auriculas. Beautiful. This one starts off almost like a bluey purple, and then it's changing colour. Whereas this one starts and stays the same. I'm meant to have a yellow one, which is called Mary. It's a beautiful one, and we love it even more because it's the name of Robert's mother. thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.